just a little nervous after that. Sabo, you scared me. I thought they were still here. I gotta tell you, that photo that they pulled, the wood thing, our friends from Hagen and Oates, they found that randomly in our studio, and and did a little blue kiss on it. That was like our executive producer Jeff. When people don't talk, like, I'm afraid of mimes. Like, mimes freak me out. So anyway, go see the Blue Man Group at the State Theater, and thank you. That was a treat. Scared half of our audience, but that's all right. Well, when most people reach their late 80s, they may be happy, taking a walk around the block or playing a round of golf, but not our new friend Ted. 88-year-old Ted Lindbergh just won. Didn't just compete. He won the International Powerlifting Championship in Ireland, lifting 220 pounds. That's right. Ted did that. I recently got the chance to meet Ted and hear more about his inspiring story. Look at this. We heard about Ted, not our Ted, the other Ted. What am I in store for? If you could just give me a few sentences to describe Ted.
He's very strong.
Okay.
He's very experienced. He's older than the bench press.
Seriously?
Yeah. So put that in perspective a little bit. Bench press came out in the mid-40s-ish. He was born in the early 30s. So he's older than the bench press. He holds 3 world records in the bench press.
Ted called you, or however you got a hold of him, he said, I want to be trained. What was your response?
Actual request was, I want to set a world record. So my response was, well, in what?
Yeah.
He said, in the bench press. And I said, all right, well, let's see what you got. And we started benching. That was about 4 years ago.
Were you surprised?
I was surprised how strong he was.
But you have a lot of clients, probably ranging in demographics and age. Ted can probably whip most of their butts at various points.
In the bench press, hands down. Yeah, I mean he'll beat some of the trainers as far as pound for pound. So he's not. It's not a simple task.
What have I done? How the hell did you get started weightlifting?
Yeah, I started when I was 12, and I'm 88. So you do the math. We haven't invented the bench yet, so I made myself a set of weights. I went home and I got a couple of 5-gallon buckets and filled them half up with concrete and put some pipes in this. And my dad had an old drive shaft in the garage, so when I got done making them, I couldn't get them off the ground. But by the end of the year, I could put them over my head all day long. So
how did you get hooked up with him?
He's trying to make a man out of me. We're still working on that.
Yeah. How you doing on that, Ted?
I don't know. It goes up and down. I mean, I have strokes and grand mal seizures and pneumonia and stuff. Like the year before.
I heard you had pneumonia during one of your championship runs.
Yeah, when we were in Vegas.
You still got the champion, didn't you?
Well, yeah, but you see, for my age bracket, if I lift an empty bar, I get the title because there ain't nobody else in my age bracket. I wanted the weight to be respectable, you know. I was after 250, and we're still screwing around here with 220. And so I think I got the title at 221 or something. I'm not going to compete this year in World.
Okay.
Because I'm going to wait until next year. Then I'll be 90, and I'll be in a different age bracket.
I was going to say, right now, sitting here, what's your goal? Like, what's the next goal?
To compete in 2021.
Okay.
And get another world title. I'm not going to take anything other than world titles.
I don't think you should.
I just keep living and nobody gets into my age bracket. Hell, it's a cakewalk.
All joking aside, do you think, people always say, oh, when you retire, that's the end of it. Do you think keeping active keeps you young? I think
retiring is the most miserable thing that you can do. My hero, my image, or my
role model.
Yeah. It's Kirk Douglas.
Yeah.
He's 103 years old. And that sucker's survived helicopter crashes and
strokes.
Yeah, he's done the whole thing,
And he stayed off bikes. That's what we need to get Chad to do. He stayed off bikes too, but we need to keep Chad.
I don't know if he stayed off bikes. I know he didn't stay off too many women, but.
You naughty birdie, Ted. You didn't stay off the ladies. I love it. Here's the deal. We are not done with Ted after the break. Find out if I could keep up with one of Ted's workouts. The answer, no. We'll be right back. Stay with us, everybody. He couldn't stay off the ladies. Now, before we show you part 2 of Ted's excellent adventure here, I got to tell you that, sometimes you go to a shoot, we call them shoots, you go to a story, and you're there for 10 minutes, and you're like, okay, we're done. This is one of those days where we stayed longer than we had anticipated because it was such a delight to speak to Ted. And also, what you won't see, you'll see it edited out of this piece. Photographer Eric, who's shooting and editing this piece, Photographer Eric rarely breaks, and what I mean by that is he holds the camera still, and even if he's laughing, Photographer Eric had to put his camera down at least 5 times during this interview with Ted. Now, before the break, that's because of you, Ted! Yeah. Before the break, you got to know my new buddy, Ted Lindbergh, who just won the International Powerlifting Championship at the age of 88. Now, So what you're getting ready to see is this. We got done. We thought we were done with the interview. We heard Ted's story, and I said, you know what? Ted, thank you so much. I shook his hand. I shook his trainer's hand. I said goodbye to the folks in the gym, and Ted looked at me and he goes, no. And he patted the bench. He goes, you, here. And I was like, oh, no, I'm done. I'm just a goofy TV guy. He goes, no. And he slammed the bench again. So Ted decided to put me through one of his workouts. Look at this.
Start.
Oh my God. Well, that's just your warm-up, right, Ted? That's just warming up.
Yeah.
Ted's resting for a second there, just relaxing. How often do you come into the gym, Ted?
Just twice a week.
Twice a week?
We try to get it the third day to do some cardio stuff.
Yeah.
He doesn't like it.
Ted comes to the gym does strength training twice a week. Chad would like him to come for a third day for cardio. Ted doesn't want to. Ted gets to decide that.
When I was 16, I could pick up a V8 engine and put it in the trunk of the car.
Your dad would make you lift engines out of cars?
Yeah, my brother and I would get on either side of that motor and we'd lift. We thought our middle name was Lift. But we've always lifted heavy.
How much weight are you going to do today, Ted?
Chad always cuts me off.
A little bit more than the world record. Okay, let's see.
Okay, boss.
Good.
Ted makes it look real easy. That's it. Boom, 230. That's the world record. I mean, they're not here to give it to him, but that's the world record. He already, I'm sorry. He already owns it. He doesn't need it. How dare I? I don't know.
Jason, what did he just do? Did he just pat the bench?
I was gonna leave. Ted's like, no. And he patted the bench. I'll do one. I'll do one.
We're gonna let you start with the bar.
Okay, we'll start with the bar. I could do a little more.
Yeah, for sure.
What is the world record for his age group?
How old are you?
I'm 45.
45?
It's probably upwards of 600.
Yeah, the world record for my age and weight is 600 pounds. We ain't doing that, Eric. Eric, we ain't doing that. There's an insurance policy on me from Fox. You can't do it. We're not doing that. I'll let Ted put a little bit more just to make Ted happy. Okay, Ted, we're gonna do 100. That's good.
That'll be 100.
Okay.
Same thing. 1, 2, up. Back out.
a couple dimes on there.
Oh, no, I'm done, Ted. No, I'm done. Did you hear what Ted said? You put a couple dimes on there. Ted, I'm done. You just want to put a couple dimes on there. Put a couple dimes. I could have, Greg, he said I could have done, I probably could have done like about 120. I could have done maybe 120, 130. $1.50, no problem. That's right. That was fun. I just did not. Yeah. And thank you, photographer Eric. Eric thought it was going to turn out bad. I thought it was going to turn out bad. Yeah. Thanks to Ted. That's the guy right there. Right there. Wow. Seriously, I say it. It's a running theme of our show. You know I say this a lot, almost to the point where it annoys people. I love people that redefine what a particular age means. This man right there is redefining what it means to be in your 70s and 80s. That's tremendous. Yeah. If you missed this story, you want to share it, just search for social media a little bit later to search for Jason Show TV. And don't forget about our replay, too, at 3 p.m.